Angela from SpinachTiger.com, cooking big, fat, healthy food. Today I have a real treat for you. It is my #1 post of all times out of 1,100 big, fat, healthy recipes. Today we're gonna do the keto-friendly maple pecan cheesecake bars. And this is what they look like. And I'm gonna give you the step-by-step. These are so delicious. So let's get started. Well, the first thing we're gonna do is make this almond flour crust. Let me get that out of the way. So we've got 2 cups of super fine blanched almond flour. And I'll let you know also, I'll give you some links on the brands I really like. I'm gonna use Swerve, which is a powdered erythritol, and I'm gonna use their confectioners, but you can use their granulated. That's about 1/3 of a cup. We're going to use a little bit of salt. I like to mix up my dry ingredients before I put the wet ingredients in. That's good. I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of melted butter and 1 egg. And then for flavor, a little bit of vanilla paste. You can use vanilla extract. And we'll mix this up. Now this is going to be the trickiest part of the recipe because you don't roll this out like a dough. I mean, you could put this between parchment paper and roll it out, but it's going to be really sticky. You could refrigerate this for a little while, but we're going to go ahead and put this in our prepared pan. And I'm going to spray that. And then I'm going to use a little piece of parchment paper. I'm going to cut this off when I'm done. I just like that bottom. I don't have to worry too much about the sides. It's not going to stick, but I do like my bottom to have some parchment paper. You don't absolutely have to do that. Now we can just go ahead and press this in. And the way that I do that, see, I'm going to try to get it like a roll so that we know we're going to have about the same amount. I could have started it right here. Now I'm just going to take my parchment paper and kind of start pressing in. You can use your fingers, you can use your hands. You can even take a rolling pin and roll it out a little bit. Take my bottom, slip it in. See that? Not hard. Now we'll just cut like right there. And then I'm going to fill in where I need to fill in. Now we're going to bake this at 350 for no longer than 10 minutes because we're just pre-baking. Okay, this goes in the oven for 10 minutes and that's when we are going to make the filling. I'm going to put this on a baking sheet to bake it because you're going to want to grab the baking sheet, not the tart pan, when you bring it out of the oven. Okay, so now we're going to make the cream cheese filling, which is super easy. It's just 1 bar, 8 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature, and that's really important to get it at room temperature so you get it mostly nice and smooth. Now, this is not in the regular recipe. This is an option. I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of sour cream. And like I said, it's good without it, but this is going to make it just slightly fluffier. So in goes 1 egg, 1/2 cup of powdered erythritol. I'm going to use Swerve's granulated for that. The thing that really gives it that flavor that we love is the maple, and I'm using pure maple extract. I would not use maple flavored. I think it has kind of a funky taste. So I already put a teaspoon in, and I think I'm just going to add in just a tiny bit more. And then we'll mix this all together. I can definitely taste the maple. It's totally sweet enough. Now, it isn't completely 100% smooth. The only way to do that, because you have an air-conditioned home, is if you microwave your cream cheese just maybe 10 seconds to bring that temperature down. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the tart shell to completely cool, or mostly cool, and then we'll put it into the oven. So we have our tart crust. It's nice, it's all done. I'm gonna go ahead and put my pecans in. And you just want enough to be on the bottom. This is about a cup chopped, might not even use all of them. And I've also taken some other pecans. When they come out of the oven, I've kind of roasted these with a little bit of butter, and I'm going to put that on the top since I'm putting these on the bottom. So you've got a lot of pecans on here, and then we will put our filling. Now, it's a little easier if you put the filling and then put the pecans, but it doesn't matter if they get smooshed up in with your filling. This is a very forgiving, delicious recipe. And I did tell you this was low carb, right? And then I love this offset spatula. It just helps to smooth everything out. See a little bit of pecans coming up into it, and it's totally fine. So we'll smooth this out, and we're gonna bake this also at 350. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put a few more pecans on the top. Now, because almond flour can burn pretty easily, it's not like regular pastry dough, I'm gonna cover this with tin foil. And then just cut out the middle. And this is true with all of the pies and tarts that you make with almond flour. You just have to be real careful. I'm mainly wanting to cover, that's it, and then it's gonna go into the oven. Okay, so I just took the tart out of the oven. It baked at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. You'll just have to be the judge of that. And you can tell that it's done because there's no jiggling. And you can see the difference between using the sour cream or not using the sour cream. Using the sour cream, you get just a little more, it's a little more puffier, so I think I like that, but I like both of these. So this is what it looks like. So what I love about these is you can freeze these. You can freeze individual pieces so you can have a snack, or you can serve it at your next party. So I just want to say thank you for coming to SpinachTiger.com, cooking big, fat, healthy food. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Spinach Tiger. And don't forget to subscribe because I really do appreciate that. That's good. Now we've got some, I'm gonna start that. You're gonna have to go to a take 3 because my butter is not melted any longer. Oh, and it is the keto friendly almond flour made, no, that's wrong. Just start over, I'm starting over. I get my voice is already strained. Okay.
I'm rolling.
That's my hair. Everything okay?
Smooth it right. Yep, that side. Let's see.
I put a bunch of hairspray together.
You got it. Yep.
Okay, so we have